It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel is presented by Alignment Pros, Automoca, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Biosports Physical Therapy, and the Windmill Restaurant. Now let's go live for all the action for tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE channel.
Grant Olson back with you courtside as we are set for game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. The Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats. Wenatchee boys number 1 right now in the Big 9. Eastmont in the middle of the pack in a dogfight for seeding position with the district tournament coming up. Wenatchee's only a game ahead of West Valley and 2 games ahead of Moses Lake. So both of these teams, it's a huge one tonight. Rivalry game here at Eastmont High School. It's the Wenatchee Panther boys and the Eastmont Wildcat boys coming your way next here on the NCWLIFE channel. When we come back, we'll talk to Eastmont Wildcat head coach George Juarez right after this.
Everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on the NCWLIFE channel. Joining me now, Eastmont Wildcat head coach George Juarez. And George, your first year in Eastmont, the atmosphere for a Wenatchee-Eastmont game is something special, isn't it?
You know what? I'm going to agree with you. The aura is just unbelievable. And I've been, people have talked to me about it, but it's one thing to talk and another thing to actually see it. And you can feel it, and I'm glad to be here.
So a tough game last night in Moses Lake. You're right in the mix of things, kind of in the middle of the pack right now. You're down the stretch, 2 games left. What are you hoping for? Obviously a victory tonight, but where are you hoping to be at the end of the season?
One of the goals I know that we set was we would like to have a home playoff game. So I know that we have 3 games remaining, and we have to be successful in minimally 2 of those. Now, my goal is all 3 of them, but we'll see where fate takes us. But we would like to get that home court advantage on the playoff. And
the last time you met the Wenatchee Panthers at Town Toyota Center, it was a 2-point game, very close. Are you expecting that kind of game again tonight?
I am. I'm expecting a very hard-fought game, and you never know how rivalry games especially, turn out. But we want to make sure we put on a good show like we talked about, and hopefully we can do that tonight.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for your time, and best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, we come back as the pregame show continues. We will visit with Wenatchee head coach Travis Williams right after this. Stay with us. Pregame show on the NCWLIFE channel continues now. Joining me, Wenatchee Panther head coach Travis Williams. And Travis, you've had some experience with this matchup, Eastmont and Wenatchee. It's a special atmosphere, isn't it?
It is. It's the most electric atmosphere we'll have all year in the regular season. So it's always exciting to play in these games.
And you're number 1 right now in the Big 9. You've had a great season sitting at 7-1, but there's still no breathing room, is there? You're a game ahead of Moses Lake, a couple of games ahead, or maybe it's the other way around, of West Valley. You're still in a dogfight even though you're coming down the stretch.
Exactly. We got a couple teams breathing down our neck, and I know Eastmont's wanting to win bad this weekend, so it's going to be a battle for us tonight, but we just got to come out and play hard and get after it.
2-point game the last time you guys met in Town Toyota Center. What did Eastmont do to make it such a close game in that first matchup?
I think we just need to do a little bit better job of knowing where some of their scorers are on the floor, especially in transition. So I think if we can clean some of those things up, it's going to help us out a lot.
Coach, you've had a successful season, a great season. Congratulations. Thanks for your time, and best of luck tonight.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. Pre-game show continues with the starting lineups here on the NCW Life channel right after this.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
And welcome back to a jam-packed Eastmont High School for game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight on the NCWLIFE channel as the Eastmont boys take on the Wenatchee boys. As I mentioned, great crowd on hand. If you missed the first game, it was won by the Eastmont girls by a final of 46-37. And this one, Wenatchee comes in at first place in the Big Nine at 7-1 overall. 12-4 overall record for the season. An excellent season for Travis Williams in his 5th season as the Wenatchee head coach. And I do want to throw in that when these two teams met back on January 4th at Town Toyota Center and the Wenatchee Panthers defeated Eastmont by 2 points, that was also Travis Williams' 100th career win as the Wenatchee Panther head coach. Meanwhile, Eastmont comes in at 4-5 after a loss last night at Moses Lake, 9-8 overall. So really it all comes down to seeding now with the tournament coming up. Wenatchee holding on to a 1-game lead over West Valley in the Big Nine standings. West Valley's at 7-2, and Moses Lake right there on their heels as well, right now in 3rd place at 6-3, and then Eastmont rounds things off at 4-5. These two teams began playing in 1956, and overall, Wenatchee has won the matchup 74-48. In fact, the last 13 times these two teams have played, Wenatchee has won 11 of those 13 games. Let's take a look now at tonight's starting lineups, and we'll begin with the visiting Wenatchee Panthers, coached by Travis Williams. Darius Carlson, who is injured, has a knee injury. He's wearing a pretty big brace on his knee. Limited time now, but he'll get the start tonight. He's a 6'2 senior. Garrett Long, one of the best offensive and defensive players on the team, a 6'1 sophomore. He'll be joined by fellow sophomore J.J. Jelsing at 6 feet. Nathan Blauman's a junior guard at 5'11", and rounding out the starting 5 in the post is 6'5 junior Chase Lloydhammer. And now for the Eastmont Wildcats, a starting lineup. And as numbers go, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oscar Calvillo, a 5'9 junior, along with Trey Haberlock in the backcourt. He is a 6-foot junior. Preston Esparza, a senior, gets the start at 5'10". The leading scorer for the Eastmont Wildcats all season has been 6'2 junior Isaac Wellborn. And rounding out the starting 5 for Eastmont is 6'5 senior Tanner Nelson, who also was a little bit banged up in practice earlier this week. Limited time last night in that ball game. Head coach for the Eastmont Wildcats is George Juarez. And now the players that aren't starting tonight for Wenatchee is Evan Smith, Joe Dory, Riley Coons, who's also a little bit banged up tonight. We'll see if he gets some time. Logan Nelson and 6'3 freshman Camden Lloydhammer. Players not starting for Eastmont include Kaylor Cannon, Kalen Massey, Braden West, Jack Feeney, Angel Lopez, Lane Keller, and Nick Bauman. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Come on back. It's tip time. Wenatchee and Eastmont here on the NCWLIFE channel right after this.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Back courtside as the introductions for the starters continues here at Eastmont High School. We mentioned a big crowd on hand, as there always is for this Cross River rivalry. This is the 3rd time these two teams have met this season. Wenatchee won the game. It was in Lewiston, Idaho in a Christmas tournament, and also defeated the Wildcats back on January 4th, as I mentioned, at Town Toyota Center by only 2 points. Once again, starters for Eastmont, it's Oscar Calvillo, Trey Haberlock, Preston Esparza, Isaac Wellborn, and Tanner Nelson. And for the Wenatchee Panthers, Darius Carlson, Garrett Long, J.J. Jelsing, Nathan Blauman, and 6'5" junior Chase Lloydhammer. The Panthers will be in their black road uniforms tonight with purple numbers trimmed in gold. Meanwhile, Eastmont in their white uniforms, red numbers trimmed in black. So sit back, relax on this foggy and chilly night here in the Wenatchee Valley as we are set for rivalry basketball between the Panthers and the Wildcats. And once again, if you missed the first game, it was an entertaining game. It took a long time with over 40 fouls and over 30 turnovers, but Eastmont prevailed in our game number one by a final score of 46-37. Eric Granstrom with the call on that first game, feeling a little bit under the weather between games. Actually, it was during the first game. So Eric, the rest of the night off, and I'll be doing this game solo. So hope you join me as well as Lloydhammer goes in the center circle. He'll be jumping up against 6'5" Tanner Nelson. And we are just about set to go. As both post players get to the center circle. Great to have you along tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. Both players get their hands on the ball, but Calvillo comes up with it for the Wildcats, and we are underway. Here's Nelson, hands it off to Haberlock, now back outside Calvillo, far side Esparza. Panthers man-to-man defense to begin here. Tried to get it underneath the Nelson, blocked away by Lloydhammer. Loose ball is picked up by Haberlock. Far side as Calvillo backs away and resets the Eastmont offense. Probably a lot like the girls' game where both teams have come up a little bit tight here in this one as Esparza bombs away for three, no good. Jelsing the rebound. Back come the Panthers. It's Blauman with it. Right-handed dribble with Haberlock out on him. Eastmont as well. Man-to-man defense. Near side, Jelsing. Couple of dribbles. Not a long on the far wing. Great score and good ball handler with Wellborn coming out on him. Man-to-man. Long now puts his shoulder down. Drives to the baseline and will draw a blocking foul on one of the Wildcats. It'll be on Oscar Calvillo. That's the first foul of the night, and obviously then the first team foul on Eastmont. 7:05 left to go first quarter. Blauman will bring it in for the Panthers, does so to Lloydhammer. That should be a good matchup tonight. Nelson and Lloydhammer down low. Blauman, beautiful spin move to the basket, good. Panthers open up the scoring, now 2-0. Took about a minute for either team to score, and now it's Haberlock. In front of the Panther bench, cross court in front of the Panther cheering section now is Calvillo, out to Esparza. Nelson holds it high above his head. He's got a mismatch now with Blauman on him. Instead, Haberlock for three, off the rim, no good. Jelsing has hands on it. The ball's on the ground now. And a jump ball is called, and first alternating possession will go to the Panthers. 6:31 left, first quarter. Panthers, the early lead, 2-0. Panthers, a very, very young ball club with only Darius Carlson as the only senior on the entire team. Eastmont with 5 seniors on their roster. Blauman, right elbow, he's gonna fade into the lane, put up the shot, no good. Wellborn and Blauman fight for the loose ball. It goes off Blauman. Such a strong kid, and goes out of bounds, and it will be Eastmont basketball. Of course, Nathan Blauman, also one of the top rushers in the Big Nine during this past football season. Calvillo holds up a hand now to get the offense set for the Wildcats. Esparza dribbles it off his thigh, gets it back, and now it's Haberlock with it. Haberlock with Jelsing in his face, no good, but there's Tanner Nelson with the offensive rebound, back up and in. 2-2 now with that short shot by Nelson. Looks to be feeling much better tonight. And who doesn't when it's a rivalry game, right? Now Long left open for three, no good. Nelson the rebound, and he's got Wellborn streaking down court. Carlson on him, no good on the shot. Wellborn, his hand on it, tried to throw it off the leg of a Panther, and instead Carlson picks up the loose ball in the lane, and we've got an offensive foul, and this is going to be on Darius Carlson. So both teams now with a team foul. Off the bench for the Panthers, Logan Nelson, 6'5" junior. Carlson will come to the bench. He just told Coach Williams he didn't touch him, but he did run into him, and that was a blocking foul, or an offensive foul in the lane. Here's Calvillo now, back the other way. 2-2 early on here, our score. Esparza, top of the key, far side to Calvillo. Screen on Long. Calvillo took a couple of steps there, and they're going to get him for it. traveling violation, and that is our first turnover of the ball game. 5:09 left to go, opening quarter. 2-2 our score. Wenatchee Panthers leading the Big Nine at 7-1 on the season. Blauman, left side, Long, drives the baseline, can't get a shot off though, kicks it back out, Jelsey, now it's Long. Wellborn out on him, that's a good matchup as well. Blauman into the lane, can't get a shot off, kicks it out instead to Jelsey, stops right elbow, puts up the jumper from there, gets the roll, good. Panthers up by 2 now as Calvillo gets instructions from Coach George Juarez in his first year as head coach of the Wildcats. We asked him in the pregame show about this atmosphere, and he loved it. There's Wellborn in the lane for 2. Eastmont has to get him scoring tonight to really stay in this one. He's had such a solid season after a great season last year as a sophomore. Now it's Blauman on the baseline, reverse layup, tough shot, Nelson the rebound, and Eastmont's looking to run. Outlet pass quickly, Calvillo, no look underneath, Esparza! Nobody even dribbled that time. 3 passes up and in. Nice ball movement by Eastmont, now the 6-4 lead. 3:53 left first quarter, and then Blauman throws it right to Calvillo, but he was on the sideline. And that will remain Panther basketball. Substitution is Evan Smith checks in now. He started off and on this season for the Panthers. So it's Lloyd Hammer in there, Logan Nelson, J.J. Jelsey, and Garrett Long. Here's Jelsey with it. Same starting 5 for the Wildcats still in there with 3:42 now left first quarter. Smith dumps it down to Lloyd Hammer against the 6'5 Nelson. Couldn't do anything with it, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Calvillo. 3:36 left. Long to bring it in for the Panthers. Slaps at the basketball to get somebody to move. He gets it into Lloyd Hammer. Now it's Evan Smith, 6'1 junior. Near side wing. Long had an open shot. Lloyd Hammer hits the deck. And let's see what the call is here. I think it'll be on a Wildcat. And it is, and that's Oscar Calvillo's second foul now. He's got to watch himself with not even 5 minutes gone yet here in this first quarter, and that gets Kalen Massey off the bench quickly. He'll replace Calvillo. Massey, 6'2 senior. Here's Long under the Panther basket, inbounds to Jelsey. Wildcats playing excellent, tight man-to-man defense. The Panthers disheveled now on offense, trying to regain their composure and set up a play. A lot of time on the shot clock. Long to Jelsey. He's going to put up the 3 off the front of the rim. There's another rebound by Nelson. Hit on the arm, though, by Logan Nelson. I think we've got a foul on the Panthers coming back, and we do. Both teams now with 2 team fouls here early on as Nelson comes out. Darius Carlson checks back in for Wenatchee. 6-4 Wildcats on top as we creep up on 3 minutes now left to go here in this first quarter. Haberlock, far side, Wellborn left open. He's going to take the shot, no good, but there's Nelson for the rebound. Had a Esparza driving to the basket, but it went off his leg and out of bounds. Excuse me, and that will be Panther basketball. 2 turnovers on Eastmont here in this first quarter. None yet on Wenatchee in this 6-4 ball game. Here's Long. Hands it to Smith as Panthers run the wheel now. Outside the 3-point arc, Carlson has it. To Jelsey, holds up a fist to set the play with now under 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Panthers. Long with Haberlock on him, wants a screen from Lloyd Hammer, gets it. Now he has to drive against much taller Nelson, won't take it, but Smith will downtown, no good. Carlson with the rebound, working on Wellborn. Carlson, turnaround, no good. There's Lloyd Hammer, back up with it, no good. This time Wellborn, the defensive rebound. Wildcats on the run. Haberlock, Massey, baseline runner is no good. Gets his own rebound, or he doesn't. Jelsey gets it away from him, and the Panthers have it back. 2 minutes now left to go first quarter. Low scoring first quarter. Eastmont up by 2. Carlson now try to post up. Wellborn, their buddies. It goes off the glass and in. They were our longtime buddies. Isaac Wellborn and Darius Carlson. Now it's Wellborn with it for Eastmont. Top of the key, Massey. Lob pass down low. Nelson can jump so high. Now to Esparza for three, in and out, no good. Carlson, the good block out. And Lloydhammer tips it out to Smith. Panthers now on the move across half court. It's Long, free throw line. First attempt tonight, up and in. Garrett Long, the brother of the great Panther player Gavin Long. And boy, he's got so many of the same tendencies as his brother, who was so great at Wenatchee High School. Here's Esparza now for Eastmont. Far side, Haberlock. Jelsin's on him. Tough shot by Haberlock. Air ball, and Lloydhammer the rebound as the Panther student body now gets on Haberlock for that air ball. Here's Long. 53 seconds left to go first quarter. Long crossover dribble against Wellborn. That's a good matchup, as I mentioned. Now it's Smith, top of the key. 44 seconds left first quarter. Far side on the wing, Long to Lloydhammer. Panthers using up that clock. Only 5 on the shot clock now. They better hurry. Jelsin's going to have to put one up for 3. No good. Rebound high in the air. Wellborn over Carlson. Down court, Esparza tried to get the baseline, but nice defense by Jelsin. 20 seconds now left first quarter. Shot clock off for the Wildcats. Esparza hounded in the corner by Jelsin, and Jelsin just got him on the arm. And JJ will pick up his first foul, and that's 3 team fouls now on the Panthers, 2 on the Wildcats here in this first quarter. Substitute off the bench, once again, Logan Nelson, the 6'5 junior. He'll replace Carlson in the Panther lineup. Substitution as well as Braden West checks in for the Wildcats. 6'3 senior replacing Tanner Nelson, the 6'5 senior in the lineup. Here's Haberlock now to bring it in. 17 seconds left to go opening period to Massey. Now it's Haberlock, top of the key. He's watching that clock. It's at 10. That's usually when you set the gears in motion, and he's trying to do that. Wellborn now, tough shot. Didn't get much on it. Braden West the rebound, but he was standing on the inline, and that's out of bounds. And the Panthers now, with 3 seconds, may get a shot at it here as Eastmont puts on the pressure like you would in this kind of situation. Jelsin tries to get into Long. He's trying to dribble down half court. Will he get a shot off? It's a runner at the buzzer, front of the rim, no good. And that will end our first period of play. After one here at Eastmont High School, low scoring. It's Wenatchee 8 and Eastmont 6. Second quarter action coming your way in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car. Is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frapita Mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frapita.
Definitely the espresso shakes.
My favorite is the Mocha Frappitas.
A peach Red Bull. Low scoring first quarter at the end of one. It's Wenatchee 8, Eastmont 6. Second quarter underway. Eastmont with the basketball. Esparza far side to Wellborn. Both teams man-to-man defense so far this first half. Now it's Calvillo. Left-handed dribble, drive to the free throw line, is stopped there. Hands it off to Wellborn. Back out Calvillo. Gonna drive the lane against Lloydhammer. Up and in. First 2 points of the night for Calvillo, and we're tied up. Long dumps it to Carlson, top of the key. Now Smith drives, and it's knocked away from him. Poke check from behind by Trey Haberlock and out of bounds. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Panthers. 23 seconds. Long underneath Wenatchee's basket will bring it in. Into Carlson, working on his buddy Wellborn. Here's Long back with it. Ran out of room to Lloydhammer. Jelsin behind the back dribble on the baseline, kicks it back out to Long, left open behind the three-point arc, no good. There's Nelson clearing that rebound again. To Calvillo. Wanted to hand it to Nelson. It did hit Nelson, luckily, or that would have been double dribble. Now back out to Haberlock. Had a clean game so far. 2 turnovers on Eastmont, 1 so far in the game for Wenatchee. Esparza now to Nelson. So we get close to 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Wellborn, top of the key, 3, good! Wellborn with 5, and Eastmont, the biggest lead by either team now at 3 points. Long. Dribbles out top of the key with Calvillo on him. Left hand behind the back now, just inside the free throw line. Tough shot, no good. Lloydhammer, the rebound, up and in. Lloydhammer's first 2 of the night. 10 points for the Panthers. 5 players have each scored a field goal to get to that 10 points. 11-10. There is Haberlock with a downtown 3, no good. And Evan Smith the rebound, double teamed in the corner. Gets it out to Long across half court. Stops inside the free throw line. Now finds Smith racing down court. Smith all the way to the basket. There's Nelson with the block. 2-on-1 Eastmont. Wellborn up and good against Long. Wellborn now with 7 here in this first half. 13-10, the home team up by 3. Jelsey near side on the wing. Takes a couple of dribbles, gets a screen from Lloydhammer, and then throws it into the lane, and that's a turnover. Number 2 on the Panthers. Back quickly, it's Calvillo, and it's stuffed on him as he hits the floor hard, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. He did have an open Tanner Nelson to his right. Just didn't see him. And Calvillo will go to the line and shoot 2. That foul is on J.J. Jelsey, number 2 on him. So both teams, I should say, Wenatchee with 4 team fouls now, Eastmont with 2. Oscar Calvillo to the free throw line. 2 points so far. First one gets the roll good. Nate Plowman back in for the Panthers. J.J. Jelsey will take a seat. Once again, Calvillo at the line. Made his first. Takes a deep breath. Here's his second. Also up and a good. 5-point Eastmont lead. 15-10 with 5:19 left to go here before halftime. Quick moving first half, I might add. Here's Blauman. Crossover dribble at the free throw line. Loses control of it. It went off a foot, but who did it go off? Lloydhammer, and it will be Eastmont basketball. Panthers won last night at home against Sunnyside. Eastmont, by the way, lost on the road at Moses Lake. Here's Calvillo, looks left, goes that way to Esparza with under 5 minutes left now in the second quarter. To Nelson. Holds it above his head, back to Esparza, far side to Haberlock. Guarded there by Blauman. Panthers getting close to 10 seconds, or I should say the Eastmont Wildcats are. Now it's 7 seconds. Better hurry. Calvillo all the way out to half court. Has to make something happen. Haberlock with it. Has to put up a shot from there. Well off the mark. No good. And that will be an Eastmont turnover. A shot clock violation as Panthers trying to come back from this 5-point deficit now 15-10. Still really low scoring first half, much like the first game was. Blauman across half court. Long hits the deck. Blauman goes left side instead to Smith. Dumps it down to Lloydhammer working on Tyler Wellborn. And there is Nelson again. Boy, the kid can just jump like crazy. Down court, bad pass, and almost knocked the Wenatchee cheerleader down. And that's turnover number 4 now on Eastmont. Panthers with it down by 5 as we are creeping up now on 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Halfway through this second quarter. Smith thought about the shot, thought better of it, and backs away. Now to Long. Calvillo on him, switches off. Wellborn comes out. Now there's a mismatch down low. Calvillo and Carlson. Can Long get it to him down there? That's what Coach Williams wants him to do. There is a mismatch. Now they'll switch back. Wellborn back on Carlson. And Long has his pocket picked. Back the other way, it's Eastmont. Haberlock, runner in the lane, no good. But look at Wellborn with that rebound. And Eastmont gets to set it up again. 3.5 left second quarter. Nice hustle by Wellborn underneath the basket. Calvillo wanted to give and go with Haberlock, wasn't there. And now Haberlock above his head, near side, and it goes off the hands of Nelson and out of bounds. And just like that, turnover number 5 on the Wildcats. Substitution for the Panthers into the game, number 4, Evan Smith, a 6'1 junior. Now it's Blauman. Across the timeline, Panthers haven't scored in a while. In fact, they've only scored 2 points this quarter. Here's Long, nice move on the baseline, up and in by Long. He's got 4, and Coach Williams wants to talk things over. 2:59 left to go here in the second quarter. It's Eastmont 15. Eastmont 15 and Wenatchee 12. We'll keep it right here. I do want to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, and that's the Alignment Pros and Express Lube. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube, including front and four-wheel alignment. They're online at alignpros.com or at 182 Eastmont Avenue. Also brought to you by Auto Mocha. What's your Auto Mocha emergency? Visit one of their 6 locations in the Valley, including the only Auto Mocha with inside seating on 5th Street across from the college. Out of the timeout, Panthers lead it 15-12. It'll be Eastmont's ball with just under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Panthers come out with a little bit of full court pressure now. It's just man-to-man pressure. And Calvillo left all by himself, but Lloydhammer was in there, so he was afraid to shoot it and then lost the ball. No-look pass. Blauman to Carlson, and there's Nelson again on the block. To Haberlock. He lost control of the dribble. And that's another turnover on Eastmont. Blauman to the rim, no good. Long, the offensive rebound, up and in. Coach Juarez is furious, and now he wants to talk things over with his Wildcat team. With 2:28 left to go in the second quarter, Eastmont's lead now 15-14. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen?
Meinen Zylinder überschwingt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragen schließen. How you?
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
2 minutes, 28 seconds left to go before halftime. Eastmont had a 5-point, 15-10 lead. The Panthers have since cut that lead to 15-14. Once again, coming out man-to-man full court pressure. In fact, it's a zone full court press. And it almost worked for the Panthers. Eastmont, though, now in control with Calvillo knocked to the floor. Here's Wellborn on the baseline. Had a shot, doesn't take it, kicks it back out to Calvillo. Blauman on him, man-to-man. To Haberlock. Trying to work on Smith. Back out to Esparza with it. Dumps it down. There's Nelson in the lane. Jumps over Carlson. Can't get the roll, though, and into the hands of Blauman. Panthers on the move, back the other way. Spin move in the lane, might have taken a step there, no call. Rebound, a miss. Wellborn had his hands on it, then I think it was knocked out by Carlson and will be Wildcat basketball. Once again, Wenatchee's going to come out in some kind of pressure here, it looks like. Maybe half-court pressure now. As Calvillo looks things over and he decides just to walk things up now with 1:42 left in the second quarter. Esparza, far side in front of the Wenatchee cheering section. Back out to Nelson. Near side, Haberlock holds it over his head with Blauman on him. Now to Calvillo. Panthers 15 on the shot clock. Minute 25 left in the quarter. 7 now on the shot clock for Eastmont. Here's Haberlock trying to find somebody else open. Nelson almost missed it. Now it's Calvillo. He's got to put one up. No good. Esparza. And that was another shot clock violation on Eastmont. That's about 3 of them in this ball game. Very unusual. And turnover number 7 now in the Wildcats this half. Not many fouls, only 6 so far this half, and 11 turnovers between the two teams in this speedy first half as we approach 1 minute now left to go before the break. Here's Long into the key, stopped there by Wellborn, back out Blauman. About 32 seconds difference. Shot clock to game clock. Long in and out, no good. There's Lloydhammer back up, and Nelson comes flying in to block it. Hits the turf. Both players had some words there, but Nelson's smiling. And Nelson picks up his first personal. Chase Lloydhammer to the free throw line. 6'5" junior, right-handed shooter. First one good. Lloydhammer with 3 points in the game. Garrett Long with 6 to lead the Panthers. 7 for Isaac Wellborn and the Wildcats. That leads all scorers. Here's Lloydhammer's second free throw, also good. Panthers with the lead now, 16-15. A 6-0 run here at the end of this quarter has given Wenatchee the lead, now with 40 seconds left. Calvillo tried to give and go with Haberlock again. Blauman, good defense. Far side on the wing, Esparza gets a screen from Wellborn. Esparza the drive, kisses off the front of the rim, no good. Long the rebound. And the Panthers now can try for the last shot here in this half if they wish to. There's Blauman. Far side, Smith. Coach Williams yelling one shot, so that is the plan here. Now to Long with Calvillo all the way out on him. 11 seconds, now to 10. Long kicks it into gear, drives to the basket. There's Wellborn with the rejection. It goes out of bounds. 4.4 seconds left. Whose ball is it? And it will be Panther basketball. Nice block by Wellborn at the basket as Garrett Long had an easy 2 there. And that keeps it a 1-point game, 16-15. Substitution for Eastmont, Jack Feeney, 5'7" senior, checks in for Oscar Calvillo. Inbounds, here's Carlson with it, 2 seconds, 1. Carlson's got to throw one up, and then Wellborn stuffs it right in his face. And that ends the first quarter of play. After 2 entertaining quarters here at Eastmont High School, it's Wenatchee 16 and Eastmont 15. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Come back with us. It's the NCWLIFE halftime report right after this. Stay with us.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at NCWLIFE.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at NCWLIFE.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Color FX, offering screen printing, embroidery, digital printing, and logo design for your team, school, business, or church at a fair price. Locally owned for over 20 years, call Color FX at 509-741-7609. Also brought to you tonight by Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. NCWLIFE halftime report kicks off now, and what doesn't get much closer than what we're seeing right now at the end of the first quarter. The Panthers led at 8-6. Wenatchee scored 8 points in the second, Eastmont 9. And we're pretty much the same situation. It's Wenatchee 16, Eastmont 15 at the break. As I mentioned, a very tight race right now in the Big 9 standings with only a weekend left. Wenatchee's at 7-1, 7-1 leading the way. West Valley right behind them at 7-2. Moses Lake at 6-3, and then there's Eastmont right there at 4-5. So a big game really for both teams because Davis right behind Eastmont at 3-5, and Wenatchee wants to hold on to that number 1 spot. So seeding very important now as we wrap up this weekend and head into what's only 2 or 3 games left for both of these teams. As I mentioned, Eastmont 4-5, 9-8 overall. Wenatchee 7-1 and 12-4. Let's take a look at our halftime stats now. We'll begin with Eastmont. Leading the way so far in the game is Isaac Wellborn with 7 points. 4 points for Oscar Calvillo, 2 points for Preston Esparza, and 2 points for Tanner Nelson. Only 4 players scored for Eastmont in that first half. Only 2 free throws, too. Oscar Calvillo shot both of them and made both of them. So 2 for 2 for the Wildcats from the free throw line. 7 first half turnovers for Eastmont as well. Now for the Wenatchee Panthers leading the way, Garrett Long with 6 points. 4 points for Chase Lloydhammer, and then 2 points each for Nathan Blauman, J.J. Jelsing, and Darius Carlson. Wenatchee has also attempted 2 free throws in that first half, made them both. It was Chase Lloydhammer, so they as well 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Wenatchee had committed 4 first half turnovers. Once again, our score at the break is Wenatchee 16 and Eastmont 15. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, and we'll come right back to Eastmont High School after this.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color FX in Cashmere. Color FX offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car. Oil is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Guten Samir das Problem sagen.
Meinen Zylinder überschwimmt. Flute, ich habe mein fucking Velo.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragen Schlussen. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by our friends at the Windmill Restaurant of Wenatchee. They pride themselves on being a local legend for 80 years. The Windmill features slow-roasted prime rib, highest quality hand-cut steaks, and fresh seafood. Homemade dressings and pies are made daily and are the mainstay of this legendary landmark restaurant. The Windmill has a full bar and an excellent selection of beer and wine from which to choose from. Call the Windmill today at 665-9529. And brought to you by Premier Custom Home Builders. They were founded in 2000 and they're a construction company in Leavenworth, Cashmere, Chelan, Wenatchee, and North Central Washington areas. Whether your project requires general contracting, framing, concrete, or consulting services, they want to be part of making your vision a reality. They believe the great communication and customer service plays the most important role of a successful construction project. Find them on the web at onewayconstructionnw.com. The Wenatchee Panthers have taken the court and are ready to roll here for this second half, which should be a very entertaining second half. Panthers lead it by 1. They led it by 2 at the end of the first quarter, and we expect more of the same here as we get going in the second half. And I think we're all ready to go. Looks like Eastmont on the court now, and for Wenatchee, it's Blauman, Jelsing, Garrett Long, Lloyd Hammer, and Darius Carlson, just like we began the game. Also Oscar Calvillo, Preston Esparza, Trey Haberlock, Tanner Nelson, and Isaac Wellborn, same starters for the Wildcats. And we're just about set to go in this 16-15 ball game. As I mentioned, very low scoring. In fact, the last time these two teams played, it was fairly low scoring and very tight as well. The Panthers winning that one at the Town Toyota Center in early January by 2. Underway here now in the third quarter. The Panthers have it with that 1-point lead. It's Long, top of the key, goes left side. Blauman has it. Can't find any room. Still going to go into the key and then kick it out to Carlson with Wellborn on him. Wellborn talking to him a little bit. They're smiling at each other. As I mentioned, they have been boyhood friends and still are. Here's Long. Right-handed dribble with Wellborn coming out at him. Now there's a mismatch as Carlson's guarded by Haberlock. Instead, Long puts up the shot, no good. Lloyd Hammer back up, and he is hammered as he goes to the basket. Great offensive rebound by Chase Lloyd Hammer there, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Trey Haberlock picks up the foul. That's his first, and our first foul here in the second half. Lloyd Hammer was the only one to shoot free throws for the Panthers in the first half and made them both. Here's his third free throw of the night. It's good, and he's got 5 points now. Such an improved basketball player. 6'5" junior Chase Lloyd Hammer was an excellent football player as well. And he'll be back next year for the Panthers. Right-handed shooter, here's the second one, and clanks that one off the rim, no good. Nelson chases it down. And outlet to Esparza, left alone. He's going to put up the 3, no good. Maybe should have waited for some help down court as Blauman streaks back the other way. No look to Long, and then it's blocked by Wellborn. To Lloyd Hammer. Gets it to Blauman at the left elbow. Tried to drive, stopped there by Nelson. Spins at the baseline. Shovel pass backwards to Carlson.
And then back out to Jelson as he sets up the play with 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Panthers. Now near side on the wing, Jelson. Top of the key, Carlson dumps it down. Lloydhammer on Wellborn, and we've got a foul. He did get Wellborn to leave his feet, and that's all it takes. He wanted the bucket, but instead he'll get Wellborn for his first foul of the game, and that's now two quick team fouls on Eastmont here in this third quarter. Lloydhammer 3 of 4, I should say, from the line. This one does not go in. Now Lloydhammer 3 of 5 on the night from the free throw line with 7 points. That ties Isaac Wellborn for top scorers in the game so far. Lloydhammer's second one, this time it's perfect. 18-15, largest Panther lead of the night. Eastmont is led by as many as 5. Here's Esparza now, top of the key, Calvillo to Wellborn. Wellborn working against Lloydhammer. The shot taken, beautiful pass by Wellborn. Calvillo good. Nice look from the top of the key by Isaac Wellborn, and that cuts the lead to 1. Here's Blauman on the baseline. Long kicks it out, and then it's stolen away. First turnover of the second half. Quickly down court. Nelson, the dunk. Good. That will fire up a team real quick as Eastmont now has retaken the lead 19-18. Nelson can just jump like crazy. Now it's Carlson. Nice dump pass down low, but it goes off the hand of Lloydhammer and out of bounds. And that's turnover number 2 now on the Panthers here this half. 7 so far in the game for Eastmont, 6 on the Panthers. Eastmont leads by 1, 19-18. Here's Haberlock left open for 3, in and out, no good. There's Lloydhammer with the rebound. That would have been huge for Eastmont. Down court, Long stops and pops, 10 feet, in and out, no good. This time the rebound into the hands of Esparza. He looks down court. Wellborn thought about the long shot. Haberlock, no look pass in the key. Esparza, good. And Coach Williams wants to talk things over. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left to go third quarter. Eastmont 21 and Wenatchee 18, back court side in 60 seconds.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Well, the Wenatchee Panthers took a brief lead here in this third quarter, and now Eastmont has come storming back on a 4-0 run to retake the lead, 21-18. The Panthers have led by 3. That's the most for them. Eastmont has led by as many as 5. Got a good one going for you. Hope you're enjoying it tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. Here's Lloydhammer underneath, can't get it to go. That could have been a 3-point play, but he will go to the line and shoot 2. And it's on Calvillo, his 3rd. So he is the only player in foul trouble here tonight. And he's going to take a seat on the bench, I believe. Coach Juarez talking to him on the sideline with Chase Lloydhammer at the free throw line. Too hard off the back of the rim, no good. Lloydhammer now 4 of 7 from the free throw line tonight with 8 points. Here's his second, gets the roll this time, good. 21-19, Panthers by 2 once again in this very low-scoring affair here from Eastmont High School tonight. The 3rd matchup between these teams this year. Here's Esparza, now to Calvillo, cross-court quickly, Haberlock. Nelson near side. Calvillo's at the free throw line, wanted somebody to break to the basket. Nobody did. He had to kick it back to Haberlock. No look pass, hit Calvillo right in the face, and back down the other way as the Panthers. Long hangs in the air. Haberlock thought he got all ball that time. As Nelson calms him down a bit, this will be a foul on Haberlock, his second. That's 14 foul now on Eastmont this half. Still no team fouls on the Panthers yet this half. Almost halfway through this third quarter, 4:44 left. Garrett Long trying to cut further into this Eastmont lead. 21-19. Long, quiet offensively tonight, had 6 points at the break after scoring 13 to lead the Panthers last night in their victory over Sunnyside. Long, a good looking young player. First free throw attempt of the night. Off the back of the rim, no good for Long. Kind of struggling from the free throw line now, just a little bit over 50%, 5 out of 9. Here's Long again and misses that one as well. Haberlock the rebound, and we may have a lane violation, and we do. That'll give Long another shot at it. Missed the first one, but this is his third one now, and can he make this one? On the way and makes it count. 7 in the game now for Long, and a 21-20 ball game. Eastmont clutching to a 1-point lead. Nice drive by Haberlock all the way to the basket, up and in. Haberlock with 8, or I should say Calvillo with 8 now. Haberlock yet to score, surprisingly, for the Wildcats. Long baseline, Wellborn comes out on him. Now he dumps it back out to Lloydhammer. 4:15 left to go third quarter. Long with it, as I mentioned. Wellborn has been on him all night long, man-to-man defense. Panthers now at 10 seconds on the shot clock. Long gets a screen from Carlson, goes all the way to the basket. Haberlock left his feet but couldn't stop it. Long up and in. Cuts the lead back to 1 again, 23-22. Calvillo with Long on him. Both teams have been man-to-man so far tonight. Now a reach in by Lloydhammer, the kind of foul that drives a coach batty. And that's Chase Lloydhammer's first foul, and only the first team foul on the Panthers here in the second half. Esparza side out into Calvillo. 1 point Eastmont lead. Trying to add to that here on this possession. Now it's Wellborn with Lloydhammer on him. Over to Haberlock to Calvillo. Give the clock a quick peek. Now near side is Esparza. Back out top of the key, it's Wellborn. Right side, Haberlock. Dump pass down low. Nelson too hard off the glass. No good. Esparza had a chance. Loose ball picked up by Wellborn. To the basket, no good. Goes over the top of Carlson. I think we've got a blocking foul, or do we? I think there's conflicting calls here. And it is an offensive charge on Wellborn. That's foul number 2 on Isaac Wellborn. 23-22, Eastmont up by 1. Panthers with it as we creep up now on 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. Nathan Plowman with it on the dribble. Gets it to Carlson at the free throw line. Carlson makes a move inside. Nicely done. Left hand, good. First points of the second half for Darius Carlson. Has 4 now in the game. Panthers retake the lead, 24-23. Wellborn top of the key to the free throw line. Spin move, right-handed shot. That was tough, folks, and he gets it to go. 9 now on the night for Wellborn. 2.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Here's Long on the baseline, double teamed there, kicks it back out to Blauman. Now it's Evan Smith, but we see it at least once a game where a player doesn't put the ball on the floor before he takes that step, and that's traveling every time. And turnover number 7 now in the game for Wenatchee. Both teams with 7 turnovers. Eastmont yet to commit one here in this second half. Calvillo looks right, goes that way to Haberlock. Nice move to get rid of his defender. Smith will drive, and what's the call here? This might be a block this time. I think it is on Garrett Long. And it is, that's his first personal. Only the second team foul on the Panthers now this second half, and that sends Trey Haberlock to the free throw line. No points yet here tonight. Free throw too hard off the back of the rim, no good. First free throw attempted by the Wildcats here this quarter. 2 of 3 now on the night. Calvillo, or Haberlock rather, 6-foot junior. And can't get either one of them to go. It's 25-24 Panthers, or I should say Eastmont. The Panthers could retake the lead here. There's Carlson to the basket on Wellborn, up and good. 2 consecutive buckets now for Carlson as the Panthers retake the lead, 26-25. Minute 40 left to go. Calvillo left all alone, up and good. Double figures now for Oscar Calvillo with 10 points. Shot taken by Long is no good. Rebound underneath the Lloydhammer. Kicks it back out. Blauman for 3. Good! Nathan Blauman with 5, and the Panthers now a 2-point lead with 1:13 left to go here in this third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Calvillo right side, Haberlock with it, with Evan Smith out on him. Now it's Esparza, dumps it down. Nelson positioned too hard with the left hand. Rebound Smith. Quickly it's Blauman back the other way, gets in the air, makes the pass. It hits Lloydhammer, but then goes off Haberlock and will remain Panther basketball. 55 on the game clock, fresh shot clock for the Panthers as Blauman will bring it in. Does so Long right in front of the Panther bench and dribbles out of traffic into the lane. Nice left hand layup in the lane, good. 11 for Garrett Long now with 40 seconds left to go. That's the biggest lead now for the Panthers at 4 points so far in this game. Eastmont is led by as many as 5. Here's Esparza. Now to Wellborn, top of the key. He's going to take the shot off the back of the rim. No good. Nelson high, but mistimed his jump, and now it's into the hands of Smith, and Coach Williams wants the last shot here, I believe. With 17 seconds left to go. Panthers lead it by 4. It's Long on the dribble, now 7 seconds to Lloydhammer. Kicks it out, Carlson was open, he wants to drive on the baseline, tough shot off the glass, at the buzzer, it's no good. And that ends our third quarter of play. After 3 here at Eastmont High School, it's Wenatchee 31 and Eastmont 27. Fourth quarter action coming your way right after this.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
And tonight's broadcast is brought to you by our friends at Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. They service all brands of commercial and residential HVAC systems. Call 884-6444 for more information. Fourth quarter underway. Eastmont with it, down by 4. The Panthers, it's been Back and forth kind of ball game. Eastmont is led by as many as 5 at one point. This the biggest lead for the Panthers in the ball game at 4. Calvillo drives into the lane in some trouble, tries to find help now to Massey, who's checked in between quarters. Back out Haberlock. Now Calvillo double pump move into the lane, can't get it to go. Lloydhammer clears the boards for the Panthers to Smith. Had Long briefly down court, just didn't see him. And then a reach-in foul on Massey. Once again, the kind of fouls that drive a head coach crazy, and that's Kalen Massey's first personal. One more foul now on the Wildcats. Panthers shooting free throws the rest of the way. Inbounds, it's Carlson to Long. Great to have you along tonight on the NCW Life channel. Grant Olson with you. My partner Eric Granstrom was a little bit under the weather earlier tonight, so he's home trying to feel better. Eric, hope you are. Here's Blauman, free throw line, spins, shoots good. Nathan Blauman, the turnaround, and it's good. He's got 7 now, and the Panthers a 6-point lead. That's the biggest we've seen by either team tonight. Massey now to Wellborn, who needs to get uncorked here offensively. Wellborn's going to put it up for 3 off the rim, no good. The rebound to Massey offensively, and the Eastmont Wildcats will get another shot at it here. Now to Wellborn. On the baseline, guarded by Smith. Gets it to Calvillo. Inside the free throw line, it's Massey, no good, and we've got a shot and a pushing foul underneath. As Calvillo gets helped up by Carlson, and this might be on Carlson. And that's Darius's second foul, the third team foul on the Panthers. Trey Haberlock will bring it in for the Wildcats under Eastmont's basket. Out to Massey. Massey, nice move to the basket. No, and the tip up, back and in by Nelson. His 4th point of this second half, and he has 6 now with 6.5 minutes left to go. 4-point Wenatchee lead. Shot taken, and then he's knocked down. Nelson knocked down Evan Smith. He didn't think he fouled, but Evan Smith will go to the free throw line. Nelson picks up his second personal. Smith had a nice game last night against Sunnyside with 10 points, but yet to score here tonight for the Panthers. Free throw on the way, good. So Smith in the scorebook now tonight. 6 Panthers have scored. Still only 5 Eastmont Wildcat players have scored. Remember, this is 3 free throws. He was fouled on a 3-point shot. Missed his second one to get one more. 5-point Panther lead, 34-29. Smith's third free throw up and in. He gets 2 out of 3. That extends the Panther lead back to 6. Here's Haberlock to Nelson. Holds it above his head. Now it's Wellborn on the baseline. Out to Calvillo. Calvillo with 10 points. He's had a nice ball game. Slips and then throws it away. First turnover by Eastmont this half. Smith hangs in the air. Massey streaks down the court and commits the foul. And that'll send Evan Smith right back to the free throw line. Massey picks up 2 quick ones now, and Smith back there, as I mentioned. 2 for 3 his last trip. Hoping to extend this Panther lead, which is now 6. Smith only 1 dribble, clanks it off the front of the rim, no good. Now at 50% from the line, 2 for 4 here all in this 4th quarter. Free throw also missed by Smith. Goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Eastmont now trying to get back in it as we're at 6 minutes left. Haberlock in and out for 3. No good. Wellborn, the putback good. Wellborn has 11, and that cuts the Panther lead to 4. Blauman walks it up court with Calvillo on him. Now it's Smith. He's going to take the shot from the wing. No good. There's Wellborn with the rebound, and Eastmont can cut further into this Panther lead. Calvillo into the lane, tried a fancy layup where he had to switch hands in the air. It's no good, and he did draw the foul in there. Lucky for Eastmont. This is going to be on Chase Lloydhammer, his second, and that'll send Calvillo to the free throw line to shoot 2. Calvillo is the only player for Eastmont to even attempt a free throw tonight, and that's only been 2 of them. Here's the third, no good. J.J. Jelsing checks back in for the Panthers. Calvillo at the line. Missed his first. Will try to redeem himself here on the second. It's up in the air and good. That cuts the lead to 1 possession now for the Wildcats at 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 35-32 Panthers. Jelsing, long rest on the Panther bench to Carlson. Free throw line, tried to make a move on Wellborn. Blauman's going to put it up long range, no good. Nelson, nice block out. Falls to the floor, then it goes out of bounds off of Lloydhammer. Good hustle by Lloydhammer, but it will be Eastmont basketball. Remember, Panthers in the bonus, so they will be shooting free throws. They've got a few fouls to give here in this fourth quarter. A little bit of pressure now applied by the Panthers. Down court, it's Massey. Out to Wellborn, top of the key. Calvillo stopped there by Jelsing. Haberlock almost drug that pivot foot. Hangs in the air, gets the shot off, draws the foul. And Trey Haberlock now will go to the free throw line. This one's on Lloydhammer again. He's got 3 now. Only 2 players in the entire game with 3 fouls. Lloydhammer for the Panthers, Oscar Calvillo for the Wildcats. Haberlock still scoreless and still is. Now 0 for 3 from the free throw line for Trey Haberlock. Boy, free throws so important. If he made those 3, we'd have a tie game right now. He'll get another one. On the way, this time it's good. 2-point Panther lead, 35-33. Did lead by 6. Eastmont on a 3-0 run. Here's Carlson, far side on the wing, Jelsing. Blauman at the free throw line, steps back and then hands it to Long. He's got Haberlock on him. Long between the leg dribble, back out to Blauman. Wildcats very deliberate on this offensive possession, trying to get the open man, or I should say, the Panthers. Jelsing, 3, it's good. That extends the Panther lead to 5 now. Jelsing with 5 in the ball game. Here's Wellborn for the Wildcats on the baseline. Tough shot, gets it to go, and it's going to count. Is this on Lloydhammer? Let's see. And it is. That's 4 fouls now on Chase Lloydhammer. It's 2 consecutive fouls and 3 fouls in the last couple of minutes on the 6'5 junior, sending Isaac Wellborn to the free throw line to try and complete the 3-point play. Free throw is good. That cuts the Panther lead back down to 2, 38-36. Wellborn with 14 now in the night to lead all scorers. Here's Jelsing for the Panthers. 4 minutes, halfway through this fourth quarter. On the baseline, it's Long, stopped there and kicks it back out to Blauman. He's going to try the baseline. He kicks it back out as well. Long working on Haberlock. 1 on 3, Long, good, and he's going to have a chance for a 3-point play. That is Long's first bucket here in this fourth quarter. And he's got 13 on the night, trying to make it 14 and complete this 3-point play. A little bit shaken up, too. He hit the floor hard. Panthers up by 4, hoping to get it back to a 5-point lead. Gives Long a chance to catch his breath a little bit after being a little bit shaken up on that foul. The dribble, Long, free throw on the way, short arms it, no good. Lloydhammer, the offensive rebound. Panthers a fresh shot clock and a 4-point lead. Here's Blauman all the way to the basket, beautiful drive up and in. 6-point Wenatchee lead, just like that again, underneath Esparza. Now it's Nelson, baseline shot, air ball, and Blauman comes up with the rebound. Looking down court, takes it himself. We've got bodies everywhere, and an offensive foul is called on Blauman. Coach Travis Williams does not like the fact that Blauman took it to the basket with his 6-point lead and 3:18 left to go. I believe Coach Juarez and the Wildcats want to call timeout and do. With 3:18 left to go here in the fourth quarter, it's Wenatchee 42 and Eastmont 36. We're back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car. Oil is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Biosports Physical Therapy provides the best environment, most qualified, experienced therapists in North Central Washington. You have the right to select your healthcare team. Why wouldn't you choose the best? Choose Biosports. 3:18 left to go, fourth quarter. Panthers up on top, 42-36. It's been a back-and-forth ball game throughout. The Panthers led at the end of the first quarter, led at halftime, and also led at the end of the third. Can they hold on now for these last 3 minutes and 10 seconds? Here's Trey Haberlock for the Wildcats. Jelsing on him, far side on the wing, Calvillo. Eastmont needs a bucket. Free throw line, Wellborn, double team, doesn't take the shot. Haberlock will off the front of the rim, no good. And there's Lloyd Hammer with the rebound. Down court, Carlson tried a no-look pass. It goes off the hands of Calvillo and out of bounds and will remain Panther basketball. I think Coach Williams wants a little more of a controlled offense here with this 6-point lead and use some of that clock up. 2:50 left to go. Here's Long. Picked up by Haberlock. Panthers still 20 seconds on that shot clock. Carlson with his buddy Wellborn on him. Back out to Blauman. 2.5 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Long, poke checked away by Wellborn, gets it back. Now a pass on the far side. Blauman, they got to put one up with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Carlson almost put it up, the miss, no good. And back the other way come the Wildcats. Here's Calvillo for three, no good. Carlson the rebound. Boy, Eastmont is cold now in this fourth quarter. And Coach Williams wants another timeout. We'll take another one too with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go fourth quarter. It's Wenatchee 42, Eastmont 36, back in 60 seconds.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Guten Samir das Problem sagen.
Meinen Zylinder überschwingt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragen schließen. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
42-36 our score. The Panthers lead it by 6 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Out of the timeout, Panther basketball. I'm sure Coach Williams telling his players, you milk that shot clock all the way down as far as you can get it now and then take a good shot if possible. They're trying to use clock as we dip under 2 minutes left in the ball game. Here's Long, takes a look at that clock. Been a back and forth affair, even though the Panthers have led after each quarter. Eastmont has had their fair share of leads tonight as well. There's Carlson with the left hand, no good. And Tanner Nelson the rebound for the Wildcats. Eastmont now needs a couple of buckets. 2-possession game underneath Esparza. Wide open, up and in. 4-point Panther lead, under a minute and a half to go. Blauman looks right side, can't find any help, just backs up now almost to the half-court stripe with Calvillo on him. Here's Blauman, near side, Jelsing the sophomore. Crossover dribble, comes back top of the key. Between the leg dribble now as we get close to a minute left to go. 4-point Panther lead, 7 on the shot clock. Here's Long at the baseline, goes to the basket, up and good! What a nice player he is. So young but so composed out there. Garrett Long, only a sophomore. Here's Wellborn now underneath. Nice pass. Calvillo. Esparza had the easy bucket. No good. And then he's fouled as he got his own offensive rebound with 40 seconds left. Coach Juarez can't believe he missed that one. Panther foul is on J.J. Jelsing. But the good news is Eastmont has the clock stopped and a chance to cut into the lead. With Esparza at the free throw line, has not attempted a free throw yet tonight and has 6 points. First one on the way, good. Eastmont 4 of 4 from the free throw line here this quarter. Panthers only 2 out of 5. 44-39, 5-point Wenatchee lead with 40.8 seconds left to go. Esparza, free throw, good. And a timeout called by Eastmont, and it's a full timeout. And we'll send it back to you, Becca, with 40 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Wenatchee 44, Eastmont 40, back in 60.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
One Way Construction, a premier custom home builder and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consulting services. Online, onewayconstructionnw.com. 40.8 seconds left to go here, fourth quarter. Panthers with the basketball in a 4-point lead. Eastmont comes out full court pressure. It's Carlson. And we got a foul on the arm as Carlson passed it back to Long. And it's on Oscar Calvillo, number 4 on him, and sends Darius Carlson to the free throw line. 6 points on the night in his first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Had that nagging knee injury throughout most of this season. It's a meniscus issue. Free throw on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. He's been toughing his way, toughing it out through the rest of his season. Still a 4-point game. 44-40 with 35 seconds left. Carlson missed the first. Here's the second. This time it's good, but it's still a 2-possession game for the Wildcats. 30 seconds left. Shot clock and game clock are almost identical. Here's Esparza. baseline. Haberlock for three. Knocked down, no good. It bounces over the backboard. Haberlock wanted the foul there against Jelsing. Didn't get it. Now we're going to see some fouls, I'm thinking, on Eastmont. Inbounds immediately. It's Long, and he gets blocked down on the baseline by Wellborn. And that will send the sophomore Garrett Long to the free throw line. Wellborn has picked up his third personal. The referee gets tagged with the ball, and the students cheer. Garrett Long to the line. He is 1 for 3 so far tonight, but does have 14 points for the Panthers. 6 in the first, 8 here in the second half for Garrett Long. Big free throws on the way, good. That's a 6-point lead now for the Panthers. One more free throw will make it very difficult for the Wildcats with a 7-point lead. Free throws on the way. It's also good, and Coach Williams wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here. I do want to thank our sponsors once again. The Windmill Restaurant of Wenatchee, priding itself on being a local legend for 80 years. The Windmill features slow-roasted prime rib, highest quality hand-cut steaks, and fresh seafood. Homemade dressings and pies are made daily and are the mainstay of this legendary landmark restaurant. The Windmill has a full bar and an excellent selection of beer and wine to choose from. Call the Windmill today at 665-9529. So the Panthers lead it 47-40. It's now a 3-possession game. Eastmont will have it, but boy, they need to score quickly here with this 7-point deficit. 20.3 seconds left to go. Calvillo's going to touch it now, and the clock starts. Long on him. Calvillo still outside to Esparza. Eastmont needs to get a shot off. Wellborn now just going to wing one up there, no good. Carlson the rebound, and he's fouled. And that should do it here for this ball game. The Panthers should stay perfect against the Wildcats this season. And that's on Calvillo, and that's number 5 on him. So the senior Calvillo has just played his last basketball game against the Wenatchee Panthers and ends up with 11 points on the night, going 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So a nice night for Oscar Calvillo. Kalen Massey checks in for the Wildcats. Darius Carlson at the line, 1 for 2 his last trip. Free throw on the way, in and out, no good. Panthers are going to leave the lane empty now as all the players back on defense with 8 seconds left to go. Carlson at the line. Free throw is on the way. Doesn't get that one either. It's a miss. Eastmont the rebound as Esparza's going to bomb away, and he shoots it right over the backboard and out of bounds. With 1.8 seconds left, I don't think Eastmont needs to foul here. Jelsing inbounds. There's Long. He's going to hold it, and that will do it. Our final score here, game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight. It goes to the Wenatchee Panthers as they defeat the Eastmont Wildcats by a final of 47-40. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with some final game stats and wrap things up from Eastmont High School right after this. Stay with us.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE master techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
Grant Olson back courtside with you at Eastmont High School, where our final score in game number 2 of our doubleheader. It was Wenatchee 47 and Eastmont 40. Let's quickly go through the scoring, beginning for Eastmont. Leading scorer on the night, Isaac Wellborn with 14. He was 1 for 1 from the free throw line. 11 points tonight for Oscar Calvillo, was 3 for 4 from the line. 8 points for Preston Esparza, who went 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 6 points for Tanner Nelson, and 1 point on the night for Trey Haberlock. The Wildcats, 7 of 11 from the free throw line. 7 first half turnovers, only 1 turnover in the second half for Eastmont, for a total of 8. Leading all scorers tonight for the Wenatchee Panthers, Garrett Long was 17. He was 3 for 5 from the free throw line. 9 points. A nice game tonight for Nathan Blauman. 7 points each for Darius Carlson and Chase Lloydhammer. Lloydhammer, a lot of time at the free throw line tonight. Went 5 for 8 there. 5 points tonight for J.J. Jelsing and 2 points for Evan Smith. The Panthers only 50% from the free throw line tonight. 11 for 22 from the line. 4 first half turnovers, 3 in the second, for a total of 7 in the ball game. The Panthers outscored Eastmont 8-6 in that first quarter, outscored them 15-12 in the second quarter, and going into the fourth quarter, it was Eastmont, Wenatchee outscoring the Wildcats as well, 16-13. By the way, game number 1 went to the Eastmont Wildcats. They defeated the Wenatchee Lady Panthers by a final of 46-37. A quick reminder, more sports on the NCWLIFE channel tomorrow at 2 p.m. A rematch, or I should say a replay of the January 4th game between Eastmont and Wenatchee. That was at Town Toyota Center. That begins at 2. And then at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Wenatchee Wild Hockey, a repeat from January 23rd. It's Merritt at Wenatchee. And that will do it for our broadcast tonight. Do want to thank everyone involved. Chelsea, Jessica, of course, operations manager Dan Kuntz, and I do want to thank Becca, who runs the whole thing back at our NCWLIFE studios. Thank you to everyone, and Eric, we hope you're feeling better as well. And I want to thank you for joining us tonight for doubleheader action tonight here from Eastmont, where once again our final score in game number 2 was Wenatchee 47 and Eastmont 40. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and please join us next weekend for more sports right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Alignment Pros, Automoca, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Biosports Physical Therapy, and the Windmill Restaurant. This concludes today's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE channel.